My name is Atif Sabir, and today I am here with another episode of Conversation with ChatGPT. Today, my topic is the art of storytelling, how to captivate and inspire others. In this talk, my guest will share some valuable knowledge and explain the topic that will help you to understand about the art of storytelling and how to captivate and inspire others. Hello, ChatGPT. How are you today?
Walaikum assalam, Atif. I'm doing great, thank you. I'm excited to dive into the art of storytelling with you today. It's such a fascinating topic, and I'm here to help with any insights or tips you might need. How can I assist you today?
Thank you. Let's begin our discussion. My first question is, what is storytelling? Explain it in a simple words.
Absolutely. At its core, storytelling is the art of sharing a narrative or a story with others. It involves using words, images, and emotions to convey experience, ideas, or lessons in a way that engages the audience. Essentially, it's about creating a connection and capturing people's imaginations through a compelling narrative.
Okay, why is storytelling important in communication?
Great question. Storytelling is important in communication because it helps make information more memorable and relatable. It engages emotions, builds connections, and can simplify complex ideas, making them easier to understand. Plus, stories can inspire, motivate, and even influence people's perspectives in a profound way.
Okay, is there any practice or experience required for a storyteller?
Practice definitely helps refine the skills. Over time, get better at structuring your stories, engaging the audience, and using the right tone and pacing. Also, real life experiences, feedback, and learn from other storytellers all contribute to becoming more effective and captivating.
How can a good story inspire others?
A good story can inspire others by resonating deeply with their emotions and experiences. It can offer new perspective, spark motivation, and even empower people to take action or overcome challenges. They're relatable characters, meaningful conflicts, and genuine emotions. Stories can light a spark in others and help them see possibilities they might not have considered before.
What make a story interesting for a listener?
Several facts I'm going to play. An interesting story usually has a strong, relatable protagonist, a compelling conflict, and a clear, engaging plot. Good pacing, vivid details, and authentic emotions also play a big role. Additionally, using relatable themes or universal truth helps the listener connect on a deeper level, making the story more memorable and captivating.
Okay, how much the importance of language for a storyteller?
Language is incredibly important for a story because it shapes how the story is conveyed and perceived. The choice of words, tone, and style can set the mood, build atmosphere, and a strong emotional impact. It also helps in making the story more relatable and engaging for the audience. In short, the right language makes the storytelling more vivid and compelling.
Okay, ChatGPT, what is your opinion? A storyteller use the simple language or critical one, or deeply words use to create a great impact to the listeners?
It really depends on the audience and the purpose of the. Sometimes simple and clear language works best, especially when aiming to connect with a broad audience or to make the message easily accessible. On the other hand, using more complex, nuanced language can add depth and richness, making the story more engaging for those who appreciate it. Ultimately, the best storytellers know how to balance both, adapting their language to suit the context and the listeners.
Okay, what type of topic are more interestable for the public or the listeners?
It often depends on the audience, but generally, topics that resonate on a personal level tend to capture interest. Things like human experiences, overcoming challenges, personal growth, and inspirational journeys usually draw people in. Additionally, topics are relevant to current events, trends, or universal themes like love, family, and resilience tend to engage a wide audience. Ultimately, it's about knowing your listeners and tailoring the topic to what will resonate with them the most.
Okay, what are the age uh, fellows are the target of a storytellers?
Storytellers can really reach audiences of all ages, and it often depends on the type of story and its content. For example, children's stories usually target younger audiences, focusing on simple themes and engaging morals. Meanwhile, young adults and adults might appreciate more complex narratives that explore deeper themes and emotions. Ultimately, a storyteller can tailor their approach to different age groups, making sure language, themes are age appropriate and engaging.
Okay, how does storytelling help people remember ideas?
When information is wrapped up in a story, it creates a kind of mental framework that makes it easier to recall. People tend to remember characters, plots, and emotions more vividly than isolated facts or data. Plus, stories often have a middle and end, which helps our brains organize and retain the information more effectively.
What are the key parts of a good story?
A good story typically has a few key elements. First, there's the introduction, which sets the stage, introduces characters, and establishes the setting. Then you have the conflict or challenge, which drives the plot and keeps the audience engaged. Next is the climax, the peak of the story where the tension is highest. After comes the falling action, where the story starts to resolve. And finally, the conclusion resolution, where everything wraps up and the loose ends are tied. All these parts together to create a compelling and memorable narrative.
Okay, how can a speaker use voice and expressions to make a story better or more interesting?
Absolutely. A speaker can really bring a story to life by varying their tone, pitch, and pace to match the mood and the intensity of different scenes. Using pauses effectively can build suspense or emphasize key moments. Facial expressions and body language also play a huge role, conveying emotions and making characters more relatable. Overall, the combination of voice and expression helps draw the audience and keeps them engaged throughout the story.
Okay, why is it important to know your audience when telling a story?
Knowing your audience is crucial because it helps tailor the story to their interests, experiences, and level of understanding. When you know what resonates with them, you can choose the right theme, language, and examples that will engage them more deeply. It also helps avoiding misunderstandings and making the story more relatable and impactful. Ultimately, understanding your audience ensures that you really connects and leaves a lasting impression.
Okay, what is the importance of real life examples to make a story more powerful?
Real life examples add a layer of authenticity and relatability to a story. They help the audience connect on a personal level, making abstract concepts or lessons more tangible and memorable. They also add credibility and can inspire trust, showing that the story is grounded in real experiences. Plus, real life examples often make the narrative more engaging and relatable, helping the audience see themselves in the story and understand the message more deeply.
Okay, how can storyteller help leaders motivate their team members?
Storytellers can really help leaders by crafting narratives that highlight shared values, vision, and goals. Through compelling stories, leaders can inspire their teams, create a sense of purpose, and foster a deeper emotional relatable and motivating. Ultimately, storytelling helps build trust, align the team around a common mission, and keeps everyone engaged and inspired.
Okay, what is the time length or time frame for a story?
The ideal length of a story really depends on the context and the medium. For instance, a short story might be just a fits or a couple of pages, perfect for a quick, impactful read. On the other hand, a longer narrative, like a novel or a feature film, can span hours or even hundreds of pages. In presentations or speeches, the story just a few minutes long to the audience engaged. Ultimately, the length should serve the purpose of the story and the attention span of the audience.
Thank you very much, ChatGPT, for your time, and we have a wonderful conversation today. Till for the next